The whimper reached me before the smell did. I stopped in the hallway, boots still dusty from the tarmac, my duffel sliding off my shoulder. Another whimper, thin, animal small. I moved toward the back door, pulse steady but rising. The kennel sat under the kitchen window. Inside, a boy. My boy. Knees and hands on the filthy mat. A metal bowl of water at his side. His face hollowed by hunger and shame. Daddy, his voice cracked like glass. Mommy's boyfriend did this. He said you were a weak soldier who ran away. Through the open doorway I saw them, my wife and a stranger, laughing in the living room, their wine glasses touching. In the span of a heartbeat, my homecoming collapsed into a crime scene. But I didn't shout, didn't lunge. I shut the door to the yard, sat on the edge of the kennel, and let my eyes adjust to the dark. Inside me something cold began to take shape. Not rage yet, architecture. A blueprint of the reckoning to come. I'd known the distance was growing between us, calls unanswered, letters thin. Her voice clipped on the rare nights she picked up. But betrayal has its own smell. You don't notice it until it's in your lungs. Seeing my son in that cage was the final proof that something had rotted far past infidelity. I watched from the kitchen doorway while they laughed. Her face tilted toward his like she used to tilt toward mine. Their bodies close enough to be conspirators. I didn't storm in. I took my son upstairs, ran the bath, wrapped him in a blanket. He fell asleep against my chest, whispering apologies that weren't his to give. While he slept, I sat at the desk with my phone. Pulled records, checked bank statements. Old habits from deployment. Intel before action. I wasn't just a soldier, I was trained to notice. And she had left a trail. Weeks passed in a strange theater of politeness. I moved through my own home like an embedded operative. Breakfasts at the table, school drop-offs, nods at her boyfriend when he visited, as though nothing had cracked open inside me. Behind that mask, I built my case. Hidden cameras, cloud backups, copies of their messages. A friend in CID ran a quiet background on him. Domestic incidents sealed but not erased. Debts to people you don't cross. I sent hair from my son's comb for testing. Not for paternity, I knew he was mine, but to establish a timeline, to build an undisputed record of neglect. Every night after lights out, I laid the evidence across the floor like a map. Patterns emerged, money wired, lies rehearsed. A plan to move out of state with my son listed as dependent on a false guardianship form. I said nothing. Silence is a weapon. It sharpens itself. The last piece arrived in an email at dawn, a high-resolution video from my own camera. Her boyfriend ordering my son into the kennel, laughing about breaking him like a dog. Her voice off-screen, not protesting, encouraging. I sat there until the sun lit the kitchen. I felt nothing, not anger, not heartbreak, just a heavy quietness, like the moment before a sniper's breath. That evening, I invited them both to dinner. Set the table, made it look like forgiveness. When dessert came, I slid a sealed folder across to her, another to him. No words, just their names written on the tabs. Photos, statements, legal papers. Her face went pale, his went red. They tried to speak over each other. I didn't blink. I told them calmly, like briefing a unit. My lawyer had filed emergency custody. Child Services had the video. His outstanding warrants were already flagged, an arrest inevitable the moment he left my driveway. Her bank accounts were frozen pending investigation for conspiracy to endanger a minor. This isn't me losing control, I said quietly. This is me taking it back. He slammed his hand on the table. She begged under her breath. I stood, collected my son from upstairs, and walked to the door. Don't come near us again, I said without turning. Next time you see me, it will be in court. The silence behind me felt heavier than any battlefield. It's been 6 months. My son sleeps through the night now, no more flinching at shadows. We live in a small apartment by the ocean. I cook breakfast every morning. The routine steadies both of us. Sometimes I remember the kennel and feel the old heat rising, but mostly I feel the clarity that came after. Revenge wasn't fire or fists. It was truth deployed with precision, like ordnance. No screaming, no weapons, just exposure. I don't know where she lives now. Her boyfriend is serving time. Neither of them will hold power over my son again. When people ask why I seem so calm, I give them the only answer that's honest. I've already fought my war. And I won it without a single shot fired. I didn't need to kill them. I only needed them to live long enough to watch the life they built collapse under the weight of their own cruelty.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.